Thank you. My name is John Baker, parent and resident of Aspley Guise for approaching 5 years. The residents of Aspley Guise have tried in vain to make their voices heard for a period of 6 months with respect to traffic calming, but at every stage, the parish council sought to suppress them. For example, in March, the parish council published the traffic calming proposals on Facebook, and when residents responded negatively, the parish council responded by deleting the feedback. Upon hearing of the exceptional backlash to the statutory consultation, that was 57 against and 5 for, the parish council organised a public meeting. The advertisement misled residents by telling them a pedestrian crossing was proposed, even though Councillor Wells told them that there was no pedestrian crossing proposed. You will no doubt be aware that approximately 90 residents turned up to the meeting. A show of hands revealed around 80% were against the proposal. However, it's important to note that residents were not simply angry about an unpopular chicane, but the idea that the parish council funds should be used for highways maintenance that formed part of the traffic calming proposal above you now. Today's officer report states that CBC will carry out highways maintenance with its own funds. Chair, please can you confirm that this is definitely the case? I now turn to pedestrian safety. I've handed you 2 photographs, one of which is a seldom used refuge that keeps getting hit by vehicles, a refuge that CBC will not maintain. This is the only refuge on the main road through Aspley Guise, and it's in the wrong place. CBC proposes spending funds colouring the tarmac on this refuge. I refer you to the second photo, a picture of a young child leaving a CBC school bus, running across the road at 130 metres from the refuge. Another autumn is now upon us, and these children still cross that busy road alone. Residents said, surely it would make sense to move the refuge closer to the bus stop to improve road safety. A simple observation, ignored. In summary, we have a unique opportunity to use Milton Keynes Council money that I campaign hard to deliver for pedestrian safety. I've met with Milton Keynes Council Highways officers and sought agreement in writing that this project funding will be carried over to 2019-20. MKC officers also reiterated the need for community support. We came very close to losing vital funding from Milton Keynes Council, but the door is still open. I close with one reasonable request. Going forward, it seems unreasonable that Aspley Guise Parish Council play a leading role in this project. The community has ideas and enthusiasm. Please instruct your officers to work directly with a community-led group that encompasses school governors, residents and indeed the Parish Council to make this project a success. Thank you.
A couple of questions for our officers. In terms of the comments made by Mr Baker, maintenance of our own funds on roads only. Can you give me some comments on that?
Maintenance budget is separate. That's a separate budget entirely, which is fed through the government and DFT, Department for Transport. This would be funded out of pockets of money from our own integrated transport plan and shared funding with Milton Keynes once a scheme is accepted. We look to collaborate. We look to obviously get best value. So we may combine budgets to get best value. However, maintenance has a separate budget.
Mr Baker's provided a photo of a refuge, etc. I don't know the exact location of that because there's no details. And the kind of tarmac, are you aware of those? And the fact that this particular one keeps getting hit? No. Okay. All right. And the school bus drop-offs, etc. What I would propose to do with that is talk to our officers in our school transport team to see if they're dropping off opposite a junction. I don't think it's probably the safest place, so I'd certainly talk to them about that. Okay. The officers' recommendation based on the outcome of the public meeting earlier in October, I think is quite telling. That there is not a huge support for the proposal as in this report, but there is a huge support to do something within Aspley Guise. And we recognise that there is a need to resolve some of the issues, as has been stated, on the edges of Aspley Guise, so you manage traffic before you even get to the middle. So to that end, I'm going to go with the proposal to withdraw the proposals. Okay, we will bring forward the proposal by Mrs King, in that we will work with a small group of people led by Councillor Wells, encompassing and consulting with other users within the Aspley Guise, the schools, okay, different pedestrian groups, the parish council, etc., to bring forward a proposal that meets the needs and aspirations of the community. So that is the recommendation that we're going to take forward. Okay. So now, what I would say is before I move on, there's an awful lot of people here from Aspley Guise. You're welcome to stay for the rest of this meeting if you wish. Okay, or I'll give you a couple of minutes to vacate the chamber before I move on to the next item.